Let's talk rap though. I don't like Memphis Bleek slander, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like how we are in 2025 and it started, I think, 2024, leading into 2025. I don't like how we're now looking back and reflecting, and now all of a sudden, Memphis Bleek slander is a thing. That's trash to me. Memphis Bleek has not done anything to nobody. I think it's jealousy, and we're going to talk about it. I think, and this is how, and the way some of y'all are reacting is like, this is why I know you're really not about loyalty. So whether it's been Dame, whether it's Beanie Siegel, like somebody somewhere is always talking about Bleek, and it's been unsavory, to just say the least. Now the new thing about Bleek is, oh, Jay was writing his raps. See, let me tell you why I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because for the longest time y'all was talking about how weak Bleek was. That was y'all. That y'all were saying. You were saying that he could never be the new and improved Jay-Z because he rapped like that. Y'all said Beans took a spot. Freeway took a spot. The Young Guns hotter than him. You like Petey Crack more. Oh, Dipset over at Rocafella now. Oh, well, Bleek ain't got a shot. When the Rock and Dipset were going back and forth, J.R. Ryder laughed at the idea that Memphis Bleek would write a record or a diss track aimed at him or anybody else in Dipset. So how we go from that to now, oh, you know, Jay wrote some of those raps is beyond me. I don't like that. I don't like that. We gotta pick a side, man. We gotta pick a side. Because even I said on You, Me, Her, and Him that it was Bleek's night. It was Bleek's night on that record. And Beans is now saying that the only reason why he felt he might have got on that is because Jay wrote Bleek's verse on there. See, that ain't cool. That ain't cool, Beans. Because you would never say that if you were all on Rocafella still. If they was all on the Rock, if it was all one umbrella, you wouldn't say that. I think what's really happening here is that as we look back and we listen to the Dynasty album and we listen to, you know, the State Property albums, and if you choose to listen to Bleek albums and Blink singles again, the thing is, there wasn't really that great of a deviation between all of them within each other. Now, granted, Hove is Hove, Jay is Jay, and I'm still gonna give Beans his respect at being 2 if we're not counting Sauce Money. But Freeway, Young Guns, Petey Crack, Joel Santana, Memphis Bleek, rap wise, they all got the same overall ranking. Like they're all about 83. You know what I'm saying? If this was 2K, like just one's charisma slider is on 99, or one's delivery slider is maybe on 95 or something like that. But like, no, there ain't too much like difference. It's not too big of a deviation because, hey, look, because here's the deal. Bleek got the gold albums. So make that make sense. Why, if he's so terrible, why did he outsell over half of them? And album for album, he definitely outsold most of them. We just got to keep it a bean. We gotta acknowledge that then. Now, it was Jay-Z Records added to Bleek albums. So I'm not gonna act like that's not that can't help pad the stats, and sure. But hey, look, but I don't remember Bleak being a single, double, or triple platinum. I remember his albums being his albums. And hey, look, I bought Coming of Age. I thought the album was dope. Swiss Beats all over it. Memphis Bleek is. That was my joint. I still listen to that joint today. Another Swiss Beats and Memphis Bleek is actually a very solid tandem. I know everybody may not love a lot of Swiss Beats, but the ones he gives to Bleek, he smokes those. I'll die on that hill. I'll stay on that hill, I'll die on that hill. Because I believe in it. So for me, I think it's jealousy. I think it's jealousy, man, because here's the reality about Rocafella Records. And we all got to sit with this reality. And I hate it for all of us. But the R.O.C. really wasn't the strongest team. They just had the best player in the game. That's all. We wanted Beanie Siegel to be the one. We did. The truth, the reason, the becoming. We wanted those to be up there. Get up there. Philadelphia Freeway. We wanted those up there. But unfortunately, as it breaks down, no disrespect to those guys, but they're looking back. They're looking back in hindsight and being reflective. And yeah, there's more accountability, but they just didn't do what they were supposed to do. They just didn't do what they were supposed to do. Because it takes more than rapping well or rapping at a high level to make it in the music industry. It just takes more than that. And to even be bringing up Bleek's name in an unsavory fashion when all he's done is be the most solid individual standing next to Jay-Z besides Tata, that's whack to me. We shouldn't even be on that. That shouldn't even be a thing. I don't like that. We're in a state right now. It's 2025. We watching Jim Jones get on record and diss Cam. And he's dissing Cam and 50 because of what he did to Cam with 50, what, almost 20 years ago? When he showed up to perform Ballin' on a 50 Cent set, knowing that the flip side, Cameron would have never got Tony Yayo to perform Pimpin' or Lloyd Banks to perform I'm So Fly during the Dipset set after the Curtis album is dropped. Like they wouldn't have been able to do that. So not that he needs it, but we should be coming to the defense of Memphis Bleek more. Because a lot of sucker stuff is happening in hip hop right now, and we sweeping it under the rug. And we sweeping it under the rug to make room for people that just decide that, hey, they want to be the man now. Like, see, that's why loyalty in hip hop, I never want to hear it, bro. I never want to hear it again in my life. I never want to hear it again in my life. It's so fickle, the things that we highlight and we talk about and we celebrate in hip hop, especially under the aspect of loyalty. Loyalty in hip hop. You know what loyalty in hip hop looks like? You and your constituents, your comrades, your people coming up, doing what you need to do to survive, making it to the top, or at least a top, becoming a millionaire, and then you fall out over something petty, and it's mostly women or money, for them to go on some podcast or to get on some post on a social platform and have the other person tell the world how much they did for you. That's what loyalty in hip hop looks like. Oh, I did so much for this person. Or, oh, I helped them out when they had nothing. That's what loyalty looks like in hip hop. It's, man, I'm tired of being the third guy mentioned. I'm tired of not being the star. So now let me diss you, or let me cause controversy, or let me put myself in some kind of position to where now people got to compare us and put us against each other. That's what loyalty is getting you in hip hop right now. So for me personally, a handful of people I never will ever disrespect, because even though I'm not even big on loyalty, it's always respect for me. This is why I will always be like, but I mess with Tony Yayo. This is why I'll always be like, man, but I mess with Memphis Bleek. And this is why I'm always like, yo, hey, but I mess with Dub C though. Because West Side Connections falling apart. Cube and Mac 10 are not getting along. Who's the solid individual? Dub C. Dub C is the one. He's never flipped on Cube. He's never flipped on Mac 10. He don't do interviews talking about either one of them in an unsavory fashion. And matter of fact, when they ask him, the only thing he says is like, hey, look, they got to talk. I'm not going to stop being homies with either one of them, but this ain't my place to say or do anything for them. You know, I'm not here to talk about them. You know, and y'all propping up dudes that's making mediocre music too, though, by the way. That's the other part that's whack. I don't know. And this is not me trying to make, oh, in hindsight, Memphis Bleek top 10. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying here is Bleek won. Bleek won to not be the second best rapper or third best. Every version of Rocafella you look at, Bleek has never been number 2, right? Early 90s, they had Sauce Money. Then they get Beans. And then Kanye. And here's what's so wild, as we have the writing speculation for Kanye, let's just say per album, per song, what if we find out Bleek is writing more of his music than Kanye? Did that change where he is on y'all list as far as just Rocafella roster? Because I have him in the top 5. I do think, even though like Freeway, I may potentially like his style as a rapper more, I do have Memphis Bleek being a better rapper than Freeway. And I don't think that's a stretch. I don't. If you gave me the Rocafella all-time list, Jay, Beans, Kanye, Sauce Money, Bleek. Jay, Beans, Sauce Money, Kanye, Bleek. That's the 5. I'm open to hearing anything else, but I don't think you have much to offer beyond that.